Hey, everybody, hope you're doing well. Wow, unbelievable. Chicago desperately needs the NG, National Guard. Desperately. So let's listen to words of wisdom from this man, and then what they say, you're going to see what he's talking about. Okay? So, unbelievable. Check this out.
Liberal, politically confused Democratic handbook says that if President Trump is for it and wants to sincerely help you, do not let him push back at all costs, even if it means allowing your own community and constituents to continue to be hurt, harmed, or killed.
Yes.
The governor of Illinois and the mayor of
Say it.
Chicago are refusing to allow Trump to help them by sending in the National Guard and helping the local PD reduce crime in the city of Chicago, because they say there's 30 other states with higher crime rate than Chicago. Chicago is one of the highest murder capitals in the freaking United States of America. We've all seen it. We've all heard the news.
Yep.
The governor is floating down this river or whatever in a boat in Chicago yesterday, talking about, look how peaceful it is. Me and my wife just walked for ice cream over the weekend. Yeah, you didn't walk down the city in the inner city. You didn't go where they're actually shooting and killing people. You went with your security guards where you're safe and protected. So tell that bullshit to the mother and the grandmothers and the fathers of them kids that are being killed on a weekly basis in the city of Chicago.
Say it.
Do you believe crime is actually down in Chicago and they don't need the president's help? Or do you believe they absolutely need the president's help and the National Guard to come in, because we cannot afford to lose another American life on the city streets in Chicago?
Yes. Say it. Well, hold on. Let me cut this out. Let's continue. What's really going on in Chicago?
The reason that the governor of Illinois and the mayor of Chicago don't really care about the crime and they're pretending like it doesn't exist, because it's mostly isolated to the South Side. It's isolated to the regions where Black people are the majority. This is where the crime. You guys are killing each other. Why would they care? How could that matter to them? There are no civilians in their eyes, like in these areas, because this is what these areas were created for: population control, prison labor, like to keep this cycle perpetuated. This is what it was created for. So of course they're gonna pretend like Chicago. But as you've seen over this weekend, over every weekend, bro, why shouldn't these people deserve to live in peace? Why shouldn't your grandma be able to walk down the street without worrying about? Why should little kids be able to walk around and play without getting shot to death? Why can't you sit in your car without needing to shoot in your car? And then people deserve to be safe, bro.
And the fact that he does not want the National Guard there, that's what I'm saying. The fact that they don't want the National Guard there, I don't see who doesn't get it. It's letting you know what they think about you. He's right. They don't see you as citizen. It's happening in that area, and that they're letting you know that they don't. Oh, it's happening over there with them. Hood. Oh, a lot of poor people. Yeah, let's get with it. Let's not be all PC. A lot of poor Black people. Yeah. The fact that they don't want the National Guard, they're letting you know. You want to talk about Black Lives Matter? Not to Chicago. The fact that they're going against the grain for the National Guard, that lets you know they're okay with the crime. That's what it's making me think. That's my opinion. The fact that they don't want the National Guard, that they're opposed to it, they're letting you know, hey, whoever the victims are in that community, they're not worried about you. Like you said, don't see you as civilians. It's not hard to figure out. They know who's committing the crime and who the main victims are. And so what they're saying is to Trump, orange head, this is crazy. They're saying, oh, no. Leave it alone. Why? Because you got to face reality. The fact that they're opposed to the National Guard, then that lets me know you don't want the crime to stop. So if it keeps going on, that means people just keep on dying. But guess what? It seems to me if you're opposed to it, it sounds like you don't care who's dying. Sounds like you don't care about that. That's the part who doesn't get it. But oh no, I got to be true to my blue and my red and Jones and keep me the black man down. How many black lives are being lost on his watch? Like he just is
Chicago. But as you've seen over this weekend, over every weekend, bro,
always a killer.
Why shouldn't these people deserve to live in peace? Why shouldn't your grandma be able to walk down the street without worrying about? Why shouldn't little kids be able to walk around and play without getting shot to death? Why can't you sit in your car without needing to shoot in your car?
Because they don't care.
And then people deserve to be safe, bro.
Yes. But the National Guard is here hopefully so they can be safe and getting pushed back. I mean, I don't know who didn't get the memo, who is lacking common sense here. So the police can't solve it, but the National Guard, let's go ahead and try that. No. Then you see where he's telling the police not to communicate, not to share information. I mean, this is an executive order. So you're okay with the crime being committed the way it is? That's what it sounds like. You're not trying to stop it. They're here to stop it. You're going, no. Wow. Let's go ahead and check this out. Every holiday is something. You can't even have peace. Every holiday, it is absolutely something. Can you have a weekend in Chicago without somebody getting got? Can you have a weekend in Chicago without someone getting shot? So check this out. You can't have nothing in Chicago. Look. So what's going on? You got a referee on the ground, y'all.
Look, the kids are running. They shooting. We can't have no fun in Chicago, man. No fun, man. This is terrible.
Kids are running. Kids are running. Can't even have a simple game. Here they are just trying to have fun, Why not? Trying to have an outing. I keep telling you, in this community, watch, they love to protect the criminal. We have an aspect of that. They love to protect the criminal. Let me go ahead and go back. Trying to have a little game for the little children so they can enjoy something for the weekend, constructive. But no. You cannot do that in Chicago. It's just not allowed.
In Chicago, everybody got to get down. Everybody got to get down because they shoot. Everybody down. Look, the kids are running.
Wow, kids running.
They shooting. We can't have no fun in Chicago, man.
Knowing it's a game, and the children and the thugs are still shooting. Please send in the National Guard. The thugs are still shooting. Again, why is a man on the ground? I mean, you can't. They don't know this is. You can't even just be a person. Live just to be decent people. Just can't do everyday things.
In Chicago, everybody got to get down. Everybody got to get down because they shoot. Everybody down. Look, the kids are running.
My God.
They shooting. We can't have no fun in Chicago, man. No.
But he doesn't want to call in a National Guard. What is that? I mean, seriously, what does that tell you? He doesn't want to call in the National Guard. And it may sound cool, the fact that he's opposed to it. People being, I mean, you just can't take a walk. Who doesn't like to take a walk? I do. Both locations, I'm taking a walk. Wow. But you don't want the National Guard to come in. That makes me think that you don't care about the safety of those individuals. They are seen as less than. As long as it makes me think as long as it's only affecting a certain community, it's okay that their lives are disposable. This is what your Chicago Blue can do for you. This is what your Chicago Blue think about, but keep on being in denial. They are opposed to the National Guard. You got to be kidding me. They don't care about those kids. Let's see, Brandon Johnson, why don't you go ahead and sleep with your door open at nighttime? Better yet, don't lock your house down. Just keep the door open. Okay? Turn the alarm off, the camera. Open the front door, the back door, the patio, whatever you got going on. Turn the lights on so the criminal can see. But he's not going to do that. Why? Because that's his home or his family and he cares. So, of course, he's going to lock the door and security and all that. Of course, it's his family. He values them. So the fact that out of all these killings that's going on in Chicago and you are opposed to the National Guard, you can't control it. Because if you can, then that means you don't want to. So obviously, I'm going to say you can't control it because you haven't so far. We need to see like a drastic drop. So the fact that you don't want the National Guard, that lets me know the people that are being victimized in that community, it makes me think you don't care about them. I see it for what it is. I see it for what you should welcome the National Guard. I'm so glad Trump is stopping that $468 million for ATF. What the hell good is it doing? The fact that you are opposed to the National Guard to ensure the safety of your citizens. We're talking about lives. Not saying, well, you go outside, they might, take your ice cream cone. You go outside and they might push you. And go outside, they might, take a marker and put on your T-shirt. We're talking about losing lives, people's lives, families being destroyed. Innocent people. How to get shot, how to get got. Let's go Chicago. Certain areas. Again, at nighttime, does Mayor Brandon Johnson, do you lock your door in your home, sir? You lock your vehicle? Do you? Have security? I bet you do. Why not just sleep with the doors open in your home? Let the windows up. Why don't you go ahead and do that? You're not going to do that because you know that there's danger out there and you value your family. So the fact that you're opposed to the National Guard showing up trying to, save lives, put the bad dudes, snatch them up, put them behind bars. The fact that you're opposed to that, it lets me know, it gives the impression that you do not value those people's lives. This is what Blue in Chicago can do for you. As long as certain people are being victimized. Again, what if it was only happening, you had these degenerates going to rich areas and doing that? Oh, they'd be all over it. It's a certain population that is not valuable. Oh, they'll be a diehard and vote for him today, and I'm going to support him, supporting your demise. I'm sorry to say, like a darn fool. That man wins again, whatever happens to the ones that vote for him. I'm just going to be honest. You a fool. I see you as a fool. Mm-hmm. Play foolish games, get a foolish prize each time. Guaranteed. Again, the fact that he's opposed to the National Guard showing up saying, hey, we're going to help out, that speaks volumes. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share, and I'm out. National Guard, hurry up and get there. It's needed.